In this video, I'm going to show you how to make those FOMO pop-ups. If you're not familiar with the term FOMO, it stands for fear of missing out. Some people find them annoying, but they're very popular and they work. Let me show you what I was able to create. I'm going to refresh this page here. And as soon as it refreshes, when I start to scroll down the page, there it is. You see that in the bottom left-hand corner, this FOMO pop-up? I created this using Elementor Pro's brand new, just yet to be released pop-up making tool. And I also have it on this checkout page here. I'm using the same FOMO pop-up, and you can see it right here. FOMO pop-ups are very popular. Here is a website called Use Proof, and you can see their FOMO pop-up in the bottom left-hand corner as well. And theirs shows some dynamic data, and it pops up and it goes away. We're making that right now, although it's included if you have Elementor Pro. Here's another service. It's called FOMO. They actually own the trademark for FOMO. It's a trademarked phrase. They own it, and you can see how it's sliding in and out. Don't worry, if you don't like the way that I designed it, you're going to be able to change the design and make it whatever you want, and you can even make the content whatever you wanted. So I made this, took a picture, and I put in a little testimonial, and I put these review stars in there. I'm going to show you how to do all of that in this video. Hi, my name is Adam from WPCrafter.com, where I make WordPress tutorial videos for non-techies. If you're new here, consider clicking on that subscribe button. If you don't want to miss a thing, also click on the notification bell. Let's jump into this tutorial. So you're going to need Elementor Pro version 2.4 or higher. It should be out. I'm using a beta version of it. It should actually be out soon. I think probably in just a few short weeks. But if you're watching this video anytime past January 2019, you probably already have it in Elementor Pro. If you don't have Elementor Pro, visit WPCrafter.com/Elementor, and there'll be a link in the video description box down below. That's how you can get some more information. Let's go ahead and jump on in with this. So here I am on my website. Now I'm also using on my website to create this beautiful sales funnel. I'm using a free sales funnel building tool that was made to work with Elementor named Cart Flows. So when you go to Cart Flows right here, you can, if you don't have it on your website, you can go to plugins, add new, do a search for Cart Flows, download and install it. If you wanted to create a sales funnel, you would just click right here. It says add new. You can choose one of the pre-designed sales funnels for you, and it sits on top of WooCommerce, so you get the full modern design checkout, which you can see right here. You get this real modern design with order bumps and stuff like that. Some of these features are in the free version. Some of them are in the pro version of Cart Flows. Okay, so let's get to this. So under templates, if you have version 2.4 Pro, under templates, there's going to be an option for pop-ups. Now, I've already made it, obviously, but I'm going to just try to recreate it right now in this video. Okay, so here it is. I'll click on Add New, and I'm going to name this FOMO Free. Well, it's not free because you have to purchase Elementor Pro, but most people on this channel already have it. Okay, so I'm going to click on Create Template. And what this is going to do is going to take me right on into Elementor. Now, they don't have a template for the FOMO. Maybe they will in the future, but they don't now. They have a ton of great templates in here. So I'm not going to choose one of these. I'm just going to click on the X, and I'm just left with this blank canvas. Now, the first thing I'm going to want to do is have it be two columns. So one column has the picture, the other column has the text. So I'll click on the plus, I'll choose two column, and there is my two columns. Now, when I click on the little settings wheel in the bottom left, it's going to bring up the settings for the pop-up, and I'm going to want to control the width some. So I'm going to reduce this down to, I think I did 300. You can obviously make this look however you want it to look, whatever size that you want it. I'll go with 300, and there we go. That looks perfect for me. I don't need this X right there, so I'm going to, where it says close button, I'm going to remove that. Now, I'm ultimately going to remove the overlay. I don't need that, but I'm going to leave it on while I design this pop-up. Now, for the entrance animation, I did a fade in up like that, and you could choose whichever one you want and the duration of that. Now I'm going to click on advanced, and there's this option actually right here, prevent closing to overlay. So if someone clicks on the overlay, it will close it. I want to turn that on because I don't want that. I want my FOMO to always be there. And then right here it says automatically close, and this is how we're able to do it. So the FOMO pop-up's going to come in, and then after 10 seconds, it's going to go away, and you can make that whatever you want. So for 10 seconds, I have to enter 10,000 here because it's in milliseconds. If I wanted 15 seconds, I'd make this 15,000 ms right there. Okay, and I'm not going to mess around with any of this stuff yet. I'm going to come back and we'll tweak the style a little bit, and I'm going to change some of the settings here. Basically move it to the bottom left-hand corner. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and grab an image and drag and drop that there. And I'm going to click right here. It says delete and select an image. So some of these already have a circle. It doesn't matter if you have an image that is already a circle or not. So here's an example. I've got this image right here. Let's see how it works out. If I try to make this, let's see, I'm going to go to style. And for the border radius, I'm going to enter 90. That should make it a circle, but this image isn't actually a perfect circle. So let me go ahead and just choose one of the ones I know is perfectly square. Here, I'll just choose the same image. Let's go with this other guy right here. He doesn't look too happy. Maybe this guy. Oh, here, the woman. She looks very, very happy right here. So I'll go ahead and click on insert. So now we have her. Oops, there's actually something I forgot to do in the pop-up settings, and that was round out these corners. So I'm going to go back into the settings on the bottom left, and I'm going to click on style, was it? And there it is, border radius. So I can enter 90 or just move the slider to 90 like this. So there we go. Now we have that roundedness in there, which is what I was after. All right, and then I'm going to go into the section settings. I have this gap here. I don't think I want that. So that's a column gap. So when I click right here to go into my section settings, there's a column gap option, and if I go no gap, there we go. It just moved the image off to the edge a little bit more, which is what I wanted. So now there's this little slider here to adjust the width of the columns. Remember, I put 2 columns, so I'm going to go like this to give myself a little bit more space for the text. So I'm going to make the woman or the avatar image there 30%. And that would give me plenty of space here on the right to put some text. And you can see it's already looking like a FOMO pop-up, right? So if I go like this, all that's missing is whatever information I choose to put in there. Now it's going to be static information. It's not dynamically pulling from anywhere. However, I'm sure I'll figure out a way to do that for a future video. I was thinking of maybe putting in a testimonial slider, so at least if we had the FOMO pop-up go up, it could change the content inside. But we're going to roll with this for now. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the text editor widget in there, and there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. So now I can enter whatever text that I want, so I'll manually fill this out. Okay, I went ahead and put a title here. This is such an amazing product, and then I put a little bit of text underneath it. So I'm going to highlight this first line and bold it a little bit just like that. So it's looking pretty good. Now there's a little trick when you're working with columns in Elementor. If you hover over and go into the column settings by clicking into the column icon, there's a setting here that says content position. I'm going to move that to the middle. And so you can see right there, now my content has moved into the middle. I might want to give it a little space on the left and the right and push it down a tad bit more. I'll probably do those. Okay, so what I will do now is, let's do that for the column. I'm going to go into the column advanced settings, and I'll put just a tiny bit of padding on the right and the left to push it over just a little bit more. There you go. So you can adjust that to your liking. I put 5 pixels just to scrunch it in a little bit for the column. Next, I'm going to put those review stars in. That is I don't know if that's in the free version or the pro version star rating. It's in the free version Elementor. There it is. I'm gonna do a drag and drop, and there it is. It just put those in perfectly for me. So you can adjust the amount of stars and the rating scale however you wanted. We can go to 10, and we can make this a 10 like that, maybe just so that there's more in there, just like that. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so you can play around with that all you want. Now there's an issue with this little spacing here. So what I did is I put some negative spacing in the text module. I believe that's how I did it. Let me go in there. I'm going to go to advanced, and then I'm going to go unlock the margin. And for the bottom, I think I put like a -20. There we go. See how it pulled it up? I did that and it just pulled this up. And then let me go like that. And there you go. We're already getting this looking very FOMO-ish. Now, I don't know what's happening with this little bit of blue that I'm seeing there. I'll have to figure that out in a moment to see what the deal is there. I wonder if that will show in the preview. Let me display this and then see what will happen. Okay, so this is looking fine. Obviously, you could put whatever you want. I'm going to go back into my pop-up settings and change the positioning. So I'm going to have it be on the left. Actually, here, I'm going to make this be on the bottom right like that. And what happens is it sticks to the bottom and it sticks to the left. So you're going to want to change the way that is to pull it off of the edge a little bit. And the way I did that is I went to settings, I went to advanced, and then there's some margin settings right here. And this is what I played around with. So if I play around with the left and I put a 2, there we go. So maybe I want to do it was a -20. There it is. A -20 gave me some space. And so maybe on the top, did I put a 20? Okay, I put a -20 on the top. There we go. So now it's kind of pulled out a little bit. Okay, so now when you click on publish, it's going to show this to give you some display condition options. So I want to click on add a condition, and I'm going to display this on the entire site. Now you obviously probably wouldn't want this on your entire site. So in the example right here, I have it targeted to my sales funnel that I created using cart flows. So you probably wouldn't want this appearing where it's not relevant. And that's one of the powerful features that you get here with Elementor's pop-ups. So you could choose singular, and then you could choose the type of post, whether it's a post, a product, a page. And for cart flows, it would be a step. And then right here, you would start typing in the name of that step. But for this video, I'm just going to choose entire site like that. And then I'm going to click on next. And then I chose this option here to have it show on page load, just like this. But you can also do on scroll. So if you wanted it when they scroll about halfway down, you could do that as well. But I'll just have this be on page load, and then maybe after 2 seconds, something along those lines. And I don't need to do any of these advanced rules, but you can if you want. I'll do a save and close. Now what I needed to do is get rid of this overlay. So that's back up in my pop-up settings. And then here's the overlay, and I can turn that off. And then there it is. So let me click on updates. And then I'm going to go here to the front end of my website. Now when I do a refresh, it should show on the bottom right as soon as the reload happens. Okay, and we'll wait 1 or 2 seconds, and there it is. You saw it just slid right up. Actually looks perfect. And for some reason that blue isn't there. That must have been just something wonky that happened. Let me get out of here and then get back in, and just to see if that is in there still. But there it is. We made that FOMO pop-up, and it went away automatically, which is one of the settings that we had there. Let me just jump right back on in, and we could take a look at it. All right, so okay, there it is. So now it's showing perfectly how it was. It wasn't a second ago. It had that little blue bar. There it is. That's a beautiful, beautiful FOMO pop-up. And if you wanted to increase the duration, if you wanted to change the background colors, I mean, you have full control over this, the design of this. You can change the way it fades in or fades out. There's all these different options here, and you saw how easy that is. So let me just do one last refresh, There it is. It's slid up, and we're going to see after 10 seconds or so, it's going to just disappear and go on its way. There it is, and now it's gone. So that is all there is to creating a FOMO style pop-up using Elementor Pro's new pop-up tool. Now, the beauty of the pop-up tool is it's not limited to a pop-up where you ask for an email or something like that. You can use it in so many different ways. I have another video coming out where you see this a lot of times on local business websites. Maybe fixed, always visible on the bottom right is something for contact information. I have a tutorial coming out on how to do that. There's so many really cool things. Actually, here, I know I'm kind of going on a little bit. Here, let me show you on the Proof website, something that I saw that I want to do as well. So you see this space right here next to the sign in button. When I scroll down, there it is. Oh, there it is. It started to come out. Where is it? There it is. You saw how it slid out, this button that says watch the demo. I tell you, I'm going to use Elementor's pop-ups to create a button that appears like that dynamically. And then when you click on it, can take you wherever. There's just so many cool things that we can do with this new tool that we have. So anyways, if you don't have Elementor Pro, visit WPCrafter.com/Elementor. I created a training course called Elementor Accelerator, and I give that away to people for free. You can visit that link if you want information on that, or you can purchase it. It's $199, but I do give it away for free most of the time. You can visit that link to check that out. Also, check out card flows. You can build sales funnels on your WordPress website, complete with checkout. There's order bump options. It's an amazing tool. The checkout is completely done in Elementor. It's amazing stuff. So anyways, that is all that I have for you in this video. If you like videos like this, where I'm showing you maybe something you could do with a tool that you already have, consider giving this video a thumbs up. Remember to click on that subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to know when videos like this that can help you in your website and your business are available. I make them just for you. Hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.